Hello, my name is Kevin Williamson, and the element I chose for this presentation is acting. Let's begin. Some may wonder, what is acting? Well, the simple definition of acting is the art or occupation of performing in plays, movies, or television productions. Watching our favorite actors perform their incredible talents on stage or behind the camera can be very fun, entertaining, or an emotional experience for viewers. Movie actors versus stage actors. Both movie actors and stage actors face several challenges, but the difference between the two are very drastic. Actors in movies convey their characters directly to the camera using gesture, movement, and voice. Because of this camera work, actors are able to perform using soft speech, subtle facial expressions, and small gestures, which in my opinion make movies more personal and immersive. However, stage actors perform very differently. Instead of using soft and subtle techniques, these actors must use very dramatic gestures and movements. Also, they must be loud, or as they say in the theater, they must project their voices so that the audience in the theater can hear them clearly. Not only do movie actors not have to perform live, but they also don't have to memorize complete productions and perform in one take. Movie actors nowadays mess up lines all the time, and it's no problem. In fact, some movies show the bloopers as funny gags at the end during credits.
Yeah! Wait again. Let's be uncoordinated. All right, let's do this. Yeah!
Can't quit you. I can't quit you. You know I can't quit you. We know what you meant. All right.
Is there just coconut in it?
By contrast, stage actors have no room for mistakes to just laugh it off. If a stage actor messes up, they have to keep it going and do whatever it takes to make it as if it was supposed to happen. Influence of sound. Okay, now that we have discussed what acting is and the difference of movie and stage acting, let's shift our attention to sound. As we all know, the dramatic music, deep theater speakers, and the captivating voices of actors are the key aspects to what really make movies of today very intriguing to viewers. However, there was a time where movies did not have sound at all. In 1927, filmmakers began slowly converting from silent film to sound film over the course of several years. During this time, they got higher quality microphones and had to decide the best locations for these cameras and mics so that the sound quality could be up to par. Here's a clip from Alan Crosland's 1927 film, The Jazz Singer. Filmmakers back in the 1920s used what's called a blimp. A blimp is a soundproof enclosure that the camera is mounted to so that the sound did not reach the microphones. This was a good idea, but it reduced mobility for both the camera and the actors. Eventually, they found new ways of doing this that allowed the camera and actors to move more freely. Fast forward ahead to today's films. Let's talk about casting. The definition of casting is the process of choosing and hiring actors for both leading and supporting roles. Usually, writers, studio heads, producers, and directors already have an idea of who they want to play specific roles. However, many unknown actors did what's called screen tests, or more specifically, filmed auditions. Types of roles. There are lots of interesting types of acting roles in movies. Of course, there's the major and minor roles that everyone has heard of, but what about the roles we don't hear about it often? For example, stunt persons. These are the people that doubled for the actors who are not the athletic type. They perform all the dangerous stunts we know and love, like crashing cars, jumping off rooftops, falling off horses in old westerns, you name it. For example, English stuntman Bobby Holland. Holland has done stunts for Daniel Craig, Jake Gyllenhaal, and many characters in Marvel movies. The following clip shows some behind-the-scenes footage of Holland's stunts. Another interesting type of role is walk-ons. Walk-ons are very small roles played by very highly recognized actors. And what's known as extras are those with non-speaking roles that blend in the background of scenes, whether it be people in the background of a restaurant scene acting as if they're eating and holding conversations with each other, or crowds of people walking in different directions in the city. Although they don't have lines, in most cases, they are crucial to the making of film. Finally, improvisational acting. Improvisation is when actors deliver lines based only loosely on what was originally written in the script instead of saying them verbatim. This is seen in countless films across the world, and many of us never even realize it. The use of improv makes scenes slightly more authentic to real-world dialogue. Actors and directors often use this technique to collaborate, creating characters and dialogue to be written in the script. One example of improvisation is in the following scene from Midnight Cowboy.
Comes in, you know what I mean?
Hey, I'm walking here! I'm walking here! Up yours, you son of a bitch! You don't talk me that way! Get out of here!
Don't worry about that. Actually, that ain't a bad way to pick up insurance, you know.
In this scene, an actual taxi drove on set. This caused Dustin Hoffman to improvise his reaction while continuing to stay in character. In conclusion, acting is one of the most important elements of any production, whether it be in film, theater, or TV shows. Whatever the case may be, acting can either make or break the success of the production. Learning about the many elements of acting and its history is extremely interesting and is certainly worth one's time. I believe that actors, entertainers, stuntmen, etc. help contribute to the love, the happiness, and the gathering of people to all have a good time. Thank you for listening.